This is so crazy. Even my sick ass had to roll out of bed and film a video about it. And I know what some of you guys will say.
Get your hands off me, old man. Get your sick ass out of here.
And to that I say,
Really? I retire for what, like 5 minutes and it all goes to shit?
so I do feel like it's time for me to come in with a somewhat unbiased opinion on this shit and weigh in. I'm going to try weigh in as much as possible and try to clarify certain misunderstandings I've observed people have. So it's going to be about three things. The first thing, of course, is the hypocrisy and the castrous global passive. Like if you pull castrous, you're a hypocrite part. Next, we're going to be talking about the creator that said from now on is the peace arc. We will never hear his name in drama ever again. That shit he did not live up to that shit, that's for sure. Mr.Pokke, and the community as a whole, because I do feel like there's a new spread, like new groups that are being created and factions to be specific that I do want to tackle. I'm leaving the best for last because that's what's most interesting to me. I'll be completely honest. So let's start off with the first thing, the global passive and the hypocrisy. You're a hypocrite for pulling the global passive. Is that true? It depends. And what does it depend on? It depends on your morals and values. A hypocrite is someone that has certain morals or values and voices certain things and operate the exact opposite way. That you do not do what you say. It's like liars, but somewhat worse or better, depending on who you ask. For example, I'm pulling for castress. I do not encourage the global passive and stuff like that. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh my God, they just ruined the game and shit. I believe the global passive is a byproduct of people that were okay with the whole greedy and stupid mentality and allowing power creep to run so rampant as it did. It's just a byproduct of that. I'm not surprised it happened. I'm not surprised they went on and actually implemented it in the game despite the backlash, because that's their only way forward. They have to power creep. It's a meta type game. The devs try to encourage meta type players. So it is what it is. It's like, it reminds me a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I could keep going on about power creep as a topic, especially from someone that played Yu-Gi-Oh! For like years and years now. I know the true definition of power creep, believe me. And I could expand, but let's keep focusing on the matter of hand. Are you a hypocrite for getting said character? For someone like me and a lot of people in my community, we're here for the fun. We just do things. We don't give a damn. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Like, I still don't support the global passive, but I'm still pulling though. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no, you're a hypocrite there, right? Well, yes and no, because what I value is fun. A video game has to provide fun. As long as fun is there, you'll see me there. If the global passive takes away the fun out of your experience, then of course you have to click off. But for me, it's not doing that. I don't support it as a practice, but I'm still having fun in the game though. And where there's fun, you'll see me. And if there's no fun, but the game is improving, it's going in a right direction, you'll see me sitting there with half an ass cheek. Like, I'm not really there. I'm there, but not there. I'm like one mistake away from leaving. If the game is not fun, and of course they're not going in the right direction, kind of like Genshin, I'm gonna have to quit for a time until they fix their shit. And when they fix their stuff, you'll see me there. And lastly, of course, the current situation we have with HSR, which is, if the game is fun, but you do not like the practices they're going with, what do? I'm sitting there with half an ass cheek. That's the truth. I'm just there. I'm having fun when there's fun. If there's no fun, you won't see me there. It's that simple. I treat these games as they're supposed to be treated, and that's my message all along. Treat them as they're supposed to be. They're here for your entertainment. They're here for your enjoyment. Use them as such. Do not praise them. Do not defend them. Use them. So to elaborate, when it comes to this point, hypocrisy comes on your values. You get to decide if you're a hypocrite or not. No one else can. If your values are, I do not encourage this, this is not fun, this is not this, this is not that, but you're still pulling, then you're a hypocrite. Also, I've seen a lot of people try to spin the hypocrite wording and definition of the word around. And so am I a hypocrite for pulling casters because of fun, despite me not wanting the global passive? The answer to that is simple. People are walking contradictions, and I'm one of those. Let me explain. Most people you see walking around you in a society are walking contradictions. Everybody knows they're supposed to exercise daily to be healthy. Most people don't do that. Everybody knows they shouldn't eat ultra processed food because it can give you cancer and disease. Most people still eat them. Everybody knows they should like, comment, subscribe to the VXV channel. Most people don't do that. So, by that, depending on the level of your values and how hard and how strong you stand by those values and morals, it defines whether you're a hypocrite or not. If it's too strong, you're a hypocrite. If they're normal level, like they're just normal, kind of like myself, you're just a normal human being. And you have to understand that you are a contradiction. You do shit that contradicts your belief a lot of the time. A lot of information you know are like you do things that you know are actively bad for you, but you still participate in doing them anyway because you're a walking contradiction, because we're all complicated beings. That's people. Hello to planet fucking Earth. Like I'm surprised I have to walk back here and tell y'all this. Like y'all can't even understand hypocrisy and how it goes. Like Jesus Christ. But anyway, I hope that's clear. I know it can be confusing to some, but really when you sit down and think about it, it's really simple. So if you have fun and pull for Castris, you're a normal human being. Yes, you are technically going against what your morals in a certain way, but not really. It's weird, but it is what it is. Next is Mr.Pokke, or I've seen some people call Mr. Jokey or Mr. Dookie. Mr. Joke. What is this? Middle school? Jesus, fuck. Like, what is happening? But anyway, Mr.Pokke, the man that said, this is a time for peace. You will never see me in drama anymore, blah, 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 blah. That shit obviously did not age well because why are we here? And every time there's a big drama, it's usually him. Now, I have two theories as to why Mr.Pokke is operating the way he is. Number one, he's playing the content creator game. What do I mean by that? One-upping another creator when it comes to takes and arguments is a great way to push yourself forward as a creator. You can have a whole career debunking people, debunking takes that are popular, stuff like that. Like there's so much to gain. It's the way of the world, it's the way of the internet. People gravitate towards winner and who they deem like, oh, he owned that mob, you know, that type of stuff. Like that's a thing. And I believe Mr.Pokke participated in behaviors like that through rage bait. What he did is he would pull like a crazy take that's obviously outrageous. People like myself and a lot of other creators will, or the community as a whole, which is the main target, respond to that. Mr.Pokke sits there with like a counter. He's like, oh, y'all don't even know what's coming. I'm playing you like a damn fiddle. And then when he throws the counter, he realizes that counter doesn't hold any weight. And all of a sudden, he's sitting there looking stupid, trying to de-escalate a situation that he himself created in the first place. No one asked you to say power creep is fine, and nobody asked you to call people greedy and stupid. You did that because you had a form of incentive somewhere to do that. Because you said, this is going to be peacetime. You still went ahead and did that. So the only logical explanation for someone like myself is you have an incentive to do what you did, which is the CC game. And why I want to push more into this is my second theory, which I believe holds even more weight, is Mr.Pokke left Corpa. This is now Mr.Pokke's livelihood. This is his only source of bread from what I know. He may have like second businesses. I know like he bought a house or something. Maybe he's renting that bitch. I don't know. But what I do know is this. When CCing is your only source of revenue, it changes a person. Do you want to know how I know that? It happened to me. I became something I could barely recognize. And what I love the most is my community called me out on that shit. Vintol, you know who you are. I was called out so many times. People were literally telling me I have like a tectone episode. I was like becoming something I'm clearly not. The reason why that happened is because I was trying mad hard in making CCing work as a business. It was no longer a hobby. I had to make this work or I'm thrown into the streets, which is what happened. And in that happening, I realized how toxic CCing can be when you put all this pressure into it. It's a good hobby. It's a great hobby. But when it's like your only form of livelihood, Jesus, it is horrible. And I do feel like Mr.Pokke is falling into the trap of CCing as a full-time job and only source of income trap. I believe he is. And what I would encourage personally is maybe have a half-time corporate job. You could work half-time there, then half-time you stream and you try to do variety and blah, 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 blah. You could try and do that. That's just unasked for advice that I'm just throwing in there. Just throwing in there. Because when someone like Hex Juice just up and leaves CCing, despite the passion, despite like seeing a level of success, because other things in our lives take priority over it, That's pretty telling on how life operates when it comes to CCs. And look at myself. Right now, I'm focusing more on my career, on my life, than being a CC. I'm still going to be a CC. I'm not quitting being a creator, but the fact still remains that some things take priority in one's life. And the problem with CCing specifically being a hobby is that because it's not permanent, it's not like you're selling some form of value or something like that. You're replaceable, always replaceable. It's only a matter of time before the next big CC comes in and overtakes everything. I do believe it opens up an individual to a lot of toxicity and a lot of fear. And you always have to grow. It's all about numbers, it's all about metrics. Your value is the numbers you see on the screen. That does a lot to a person. It does a lot to a person. So I do believe I would advise, like, you don't have to take it, but I am someone that crawled out of bed sick to do this shit. So I hope you take it into consideration. Is maybe take a step back, reflect, and try to tackle this more maturely, definitely, because the way you're going about it is childish. I'm sorry for saying it as it is, but I'm calling it as it is. It's pretty childish, just banning individuals because, oh, they happen to work with Saint Tontas. Saint Tontas, the devil. You work with Saint Tontas, well, I can't have you here anymore. Nothing personal, though. What the fuck is even that, bro? Jesus Christ. Just understand that you made a mistake. It's okay to fail. What's not okay is to not admit you failed. You look stupid. It's okay to say, I tried some things, I was out of my depth, I fucked up. I tried to be techie, I couldn't hack it. It is what it is. It's okay. I had months, if not years, of continued failures. And that's fine. That's fine. There's always good to be gotten from those failures. And through those failures, it allowed me to meet amazing people. Like, I'm not going to burn bridges with those people. Why would you burn bridges with people? That's something I also don't understand. I don't know. I feel like you're getting lost in the sauce. To a little step back and tackle it differently, I would advise. Lastly is the communities, which also is breaking up friendships now because Tectone and Mr.Pokke can no longer speak publicly to each other. By publicly, I mean on the internet, because the communities react poorly to the other creator. This has to be the most parasocial, toxic shit I've ever seen in this space, hands down. Hands down. Especially when it comes to Mr.Pokke, because historically, the Hoyo community, if you cater to the Hoyo shills, we have data that proves that you are literally digging your own grave. It's a short-term gain, but in the long term, you're gonna lose. That's gonna happen. So why are you doing that? That's not wise to continue to go down this path. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some awesome individuals that play Hoyo games. I've met them. They're friends to me. Like, they're very dear friends to me. Just because you see someone plays Hoyo, it doesn't mean equals bad or equals stupid. But come on, like, the drawing is on the wall. Like, get a grip, bro. Like, these guys do not want your well-being. They want their well-being, which is always seeing you as they perceive you should be. That's what they do. You are not being yourself. You are being what they want, meaning you're a clown. So what the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's what we're doing right now? Jesus Christ. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to. I'm trying to keep up with the grandpa. I don't want to come down there. But anyway. Also, the Tectone versus Mr.Pokke community wars type stuff. I'll be real. A lot of those people, I'll go ahead and say 80% of Tectone's chat is clean. 20% is a little childish. And the opposite is for Mr.Pokke. 80% is childish, 20% is actually based. The reason why I'm saying this is what I'm noticing a lot in the gacha space is a lot of people are seeking validation through owning someone. Oh, yeah. He said this take about this gacha game, but I countered him. Oh my God, you're so dense. Oh my God, you're so stupid. Oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that. That is the most nerdy, pathetic shit I've ever fucking seen. And people are literally cloud chasing and like they need that nectar of validation through the internet, through these video games, where I'm like, first of all, we're already losers for playing these video games. Now y'all making us look pathetic. I do believe this is a huge problem that's getting stronger and stronger because people like to think they're the same as creators. Creators gain something from owning someone in an argument, etc. They advance their career. They're becoming stronger. They're advancing themselves as a person, as a creator. Your ass ain't getting shit. You're addicted. You're getting addicted to some shit that you don't even take advantage of. You're not having any form of gain from it besides that inner self validation. Because oh yeah, I showed him the other day on the internet. This is the new. These guys are literally the new version of keyboard warriors you see in YouTube comments, and these guys are everywhere. Like they moved on from YouTube comments. These guys are on Twitter. They're everywhere. And I'll be honest, it's time to call these people out. Y'all are toxic. Y'all are making two friends break apart and not do fun shit that they want to do because you have a problem with someone not being what you don't want them to be. Oh no, you gotta stay at Hoyo show. Hey. That's what I know you as. Don't you dare move. Don't you dare become something else. Because that's people, man. And you gotta realize this is not limited to Hoyo fans or anything. This is a classic people behavior. People, as soon as they put you in a box or they have like a ticket here that says, this is what you are, they never, ever want you to change that because it makes their life easy. Because the more complicated you are, the more different sides of you that you show, the more they gotta like take more of an interest into you because it's no longer straightforward. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And that's why I always say be always very, very careful on what people think you are because that's the image they perceive. And don't be that. Always try to be yourself because you owe it to yourself. Like it's just you in the end. You sleep with yourself at night. It is what it is. As Jesus Christ, like we can't even turn a blind eye to the gacha community before shit starts flying everywhere. It's crazy. I thought like this was a peacetime where we were finally gonna actually fire back against the 50-50 system, the premium tuners, the Echo XP. We're gonna start maybe calling Wua on some of the dumb shit they're doing now. Maybe it's time. But instead, here we are. We're not fighting companies. We're fighting amongst ourselves, again, like the dumb retards that we are. Congrats. I believe it's time for some unity. I believe it's time for more and more people to come together as people, as a community, and actually encourage good practices and good fun things that can make all of us enjoy this space better. Less toxicity, more positivity. Have fun, not war. I'm not saying make love, not war, because I'm not making love to any of y'all ugly asses. Right? But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Like, comment, subscribe.